Welcome to another Crypto Factor show, another live stream here for you answering your crypto questions today. We're just going to be answering your questions. Anything you ask me about cryptocurrency, about me, about my life, about Greece, about Timbuktu, whatever you want to ask, I'm here. We're here with our Lambos talking about crypto gains. This can be you, watch. Anyway. Very serious mood today. I just came back from a trip. I was a bit sick. I was in hospital the night before yesterday. And yeah, we're here to continue this show. So welcome to the Crypto Factor. If it's your first time here, we're a lot more serious than this. The Crypto Factor is all about cryptopreneurship for aspiring cryptopreneurs and cryptopreneurs, answering your questions. We do daily 60-second videos that get straight to the point and answer your questions. We do we stutter and choke and don't know what to continue. We do 60-second videos. we do interviews with some of the most successful people and pioneers in the world of cryptocurrency. We do weekly live streams just like this one where we answer your questions and surprise live streams. So make sure you subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button so you do not, I repeat, do not miss those live streams. Anyway, welcome back. I just came back from Santorini Island in Greece. Went there for a day. I had some business to do. Beautiful place. A little cold at night. Very warm in the daytime. Had some fun, but mostly business. I ended up watching New Girl all of the night. As Escanor here in the chat says, what will Paul be doing right now? Perhaps watching a New Girl. Unfortunately not. Because basically the Netflix I have here in this house in Greece does not have New Girl. New Girl I was watching on a German Netflix that somebody forgot open in the Airbnb, so I used their account. I could use a VPN, sure, yeah, whatever. But hey, it is what it is. So let's look at the chat. I see Nitish saying hi, Paul. I said hi earlier on. I see DJ Pankar Mandal. I see Steve AD, and I see a lot of people coming in and joining us. I'm going to be answering your questions today. But real quick, before we get started, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin right now, see what it's doing. Because as you can see, Bitcoin right now is doing okay. It looks like it's doing okay. It's a good range from what, 69,300 was the top all the way down to 57-ish. I'd say as long as we stay above, well, if we stay above the 60,000 level, we're good, we're golden. We could revisit this point here. But we're still bullish even if we go down to what? If we don't break 58,950, I think we are okay. We can go even lower than that potentially. We can go all the way down here to 52,000 and we could still be bullish, right? But we're talking about the short-term bullishness right now. But yeah, we're doing well. And I think we're going to go up from here. I'm very bullish. This is Sunday. Usually we go down. We might have a little pullback, but I think we're going to go up from here. Let's have a look and see what happens. I might be wrong on this one. I haven't really looked at TA a lot the last week because of a lot of problems and stuff like that. So I didn't have time to really look. This looks like an inverse heads and shoulders on the hourly. Let's have a look at the 6 hourly to confirm that. Maybe. Yeah, I'd say so. Let's see if we missed something here. Higher lows. Okay, so we're doing good, and obviously we're still working on the BitBulls project, our project. This is our very own project. Go to bitbulls.io. This is about to release this year. I might show you the video later on, but we're working on this. We're working on this constantly. We're upgrading, we're updating, we're getting into partnerships. This is our own project, and it's gonna rock, guys. It's gonna rock. It has got NFTs, but it's a game. It's ready, and basically it's going to be in metaverse. We're actually doing, and we're a lot further than a lot of these companies trying to do this. Let me show you the video one last time. I know my subscribers have watched it a couple of times, but we have some new people here. Let me show you the video again, right? So you can see what we're working on, then I'll come back and answer all your questions. Fair? Is that fair? Okay, so let me just take you over here. Let me mute my microphone and play this video, and I'll be right back. It's only 2 minutes, so don't worry. So there you have it. That's our own project. I really wanted to flex and show you that real quick. Hope you don't mind. And let's go straight to the chat. Let's go straight to the chat and answer all your questions right from the beginning. So Nitish says, 2 questions. As Solana flips ADA, how you look at it? Will the ADA prove something near future? And will you invest in Mana right now? Excellent questions with Nitish. First of all, it was inevitable for Solana to flip ADA in the short term. Now, be careful because ADA does make moves that might reverse everything. But right now, Solana is the #1 competitor against Ethereum. As a matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Solana is the centralized version of Ethereum, or that's what it's trying to become. Does that make sense? So Solana is its runner-up. Now, there are other projects out there that could also do what they're doing, right, and maybe even better, but Solana is the best centralized one. Okay, and that comes with a lot of good things. That comes with a lot of people don't want just decentralized; they want semi-decentralized like Solana, which means companies would back Solana more. At least that's what the theory is. So yeah, I've been talking about Solana right from the beginning of this year, talking about how Solana, when it was a few dollars, trying to get people into it. Even $10, $14, $29, even with the $70 range, I was telling people buy it, it's going to go to 150, then 250, and so on. And I see it going near $1,000 by the end of this year. So I'm very bullish on Solana. Now, will ADA come back with an answer? So it's jab, jab. Will it come back with a fist and startle Solana and take its position back? Maybe. And that's the thing with ADA, you never know when it moves. I still think that ADA is going to be one of the best performers this year in cryptocurrency, and I still think it's going to reach a $4 to $7 mark. That's what I've been saying from the beginning of the year, and that's what I'm going to stick by. As for Mana, yes. Anything gaming right now, that's why one of the reasons that Solana is going up, right? But anything gaming right now is a go. We've been talking about this on this channel for a while. Gaming tokens, watch Axie Infinity. Whenever that goes up a little bit, everything goes up a lot more on the smaller cap range of gaming tokens. Gaming is where it's at right now. And this doesn't mean it's the only play, because a lot of people are forgetting about Ethereum, forgetting about DeFi, and that's when those are going to pump. But gameplay is strong. And Decentraland, along with Sandbox, are one of the 2 key players in this, right? That are doing this virtual world and metaverse style thing. So yes, I think they're going to do very well. I think they're going to go up a lot more as long as this bull market continues. And yes, we hold, as a team, the Factor fam, if you will, we hold both of those tokens. Dimpankar Mandal says, Serum Coin, how it is and how far it can go. Well, I'll tell you something I did about Serum Coin, and this may have been a mistake on my part, but I did announce this and I did make a video about it. I got rid of my Serum along with my Ray because of poor customer experience. I made a video about it. We don't need to talk about it right now, but I made a video about it. There was something I saw that I didn't like. I think it was a month ago. And I got out of my positions. Now, that does not mean it's not going to go up in value. That does not mean you're not going to make money from it. That does not mean it's not a good token. It's just like that. I personally think it's poor customer service. Customer service is important to me. I got pissed off about something. I got out of my positions. Therefore, I haven't been looking at it at all because I wouldn't touch those again, ever. But that's just personal. It does not mean it's a bad project. But I guess Serum paid the price for Radium, because when I got rid of Radium, I also got rid of Serum. But Serum was just a collateral damage. It was Ray that was most of the reason I got out of. Lucas says SafeMoon is the evolution of shitcoins, of crap. Yes, it might be. We don't particularly like SafeMoon. Have you considered? Whoa! I just missed a lot bunch of chats right here. Have you considered having a Patreon account where you follow? Well, I don't quote my trades, Harry. I do some private posts for members, and you can always join the channel for those. Just join the channel down below. There's a join button. It's mostly to support the channel, but you do get some backstage sort of things, some more updates, and some calls that are a little bit more more of what I'm doing, and that they might not be every day, they might not be every week, but it's like, hey man, I'm doing this right now. And those usually play very well. If you can ask any members on the channel, you'll see. So you can have a look at that if you want. But I'm not going to have a Patreon account. If you want to join as a member, just click the join under this video. And yeah. Thorsten, a member, by the way, you can ask. He says, good evening, Paul. Good evening, Thorsten. Nice to see you here, man. By the way, just so you know, everybody's name that is in color, that has a logo next to it, is either a member by joining this channel, an admin, or both. And you can see them in the chat. That's why they're highlighted names, so you can see them, I can talk to them, I can interact with them, and so on. Stevie AD says, when do you think the peak of this cycle will be? I think by the end of this year, beginning or first quarter of 2022 will be the end of this cycle. I also believe before that we're going to have massive gains. You're all going to get Lambos like this one. Especially if you're in Safe Moon, you get one like this. If you're in other tokens, you get better ones. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kind of. So, by the end of this year, beginning 2022, first 3 months or 4, I think we're going to have a top. Now, this might change as time comes by. I'll look at technicals, I'll look at macros, I'll look at my fundamentals. But as of now, unless we're either going to have, it's either going to be the top or we're going to have a massive, huge pullback like the one we saw in March or May, in March. But I think it's going to be the latter. We'll see. I'll definitely make a video when that happens or when I think it's close. I'll probably make a video short, just like last time I called the top at 64,000. I called it in March. I'll make a video about it, warning everybody. So make sure you subscribe down below and hit the notification button so you do not miss that video. J Domino says, what do you think the easiest 10x coin in the next bull run? In the next bull run, we are in a bull run right now. If you mean the next bull run, as in after the bear market, I would say Ethereum and Bitcoin would be your safest bets, even if other ones outperform them. Those are the starting base. Once you get into a bear market, or before that, you sell most of your positions, if not all of them. And then once you're in a bear market, you want to accumulate Ethereum and Bitcoin. And once there is signs of it turning around and getting into a normal market, that's when you start buying your Solana, your item, and so on. G-Rock, my man. What's up, Paul? Another great Sunday. How do you think Cartesian will perform? I think Cartesian is going to do well, man. I sold Cartesian, though, didn't I? Give me a second. Let me just check something real quick. Did I sell? I remember selling something. I sold my Cartesian. I did not sell it because I thought it's not going to go up. I sold it and got into Altura, and I think I got into, where was it? I made a video about this. I got into Altura or something else, or a combination of two. I made a video, or I mentioned it last time, I just can't remember which one it was. But I got out of my Cartesian position. I think, I can't remember what I got into. But I got out of it. So I don't know how it's going to, I know it's going to do well. I think it's going to do well if the bull market continues. I'm not saying it was a good move on my part. I just wanted to reallocate and have more of certain tokens. Because as you know, I'm taking profits off the table starting from now into Bitcoin and other top 10 coins. And then I'm going to start getting out of my positions in December. So not all of them, just most of them. Harry ML, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist because, wait, first of all, Harry, I'm going to say something before I even read the rest of this comment. Are you ready? You're not going to expect this. No one's going to expect this, okay? I respect you for being a Bitcoin maximalist. I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but I can see why you can be a Bitcoin maximalist. I like to trade and have an open mind, but I accumulate mostly Bitcoin. So before you say anything else, before I read anything else, just know that I was borderline Bitcoin maximalist, but I'm not. Because I like trading, I like making money. And I see Bitcoin as something I like to accumulate, but I like making money with other tokens and so on. And I do see the potential of other plays, and especially since I'm in the gaming industry now and so on. All right, 1. I don't like the risk. Understood. You shouldn't, if you can't tolerate the risk, then it makes very good sense to be a Bitcoin maximalist. Number 2, I am not greedy. All right, if you're not greedy and you want to be safe, that's fine. Bitcoin maximalism is a good opportunity for you. And 3, I like the technical fundamental analysis to make good trading decisions. Harry, I respect you so much right now. Not because you're a Bitcoin maximalist only, but you know yourself and you know why you are something. I actually respect that. And you probably expect a lot of YouTubers talking, because I talk about other tokens. You probably would expect me to be against, like, oh, you don't know what you're missing. And, no, we're not like that on this channel. So I respect you being a Bitcoin maximalist. Bitcoin is my number 1 play. Bitcoin is my largest, my largest position, and I try to accumulate more Bitcoin in general. And when I take profits into USD and Bitcoin. All right. Now, Harry ML, do you think crypto newbies should just stick to Ethereum and Bitcoin? Yes, I've mentioned this before. So a lot of newbies come and ask me what they should buy. And my answer is, if you haven't been in crypto for a while, start with Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, right? Or maybe both, and a location in both. You can make money on them, understand it, and the more you're in something, the more you understand and look at things and learn things, and then you can get into other plays. But if you don't buy your Bitcoin and Ethereum, you don't study. And how can I explain this? You might love something or really think something is really cool, but until you own it or start getting involved, you don't really open your mind to learn more. So I think that anybody that's new should start with Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what when people ask me, that's what I say to people. And yeah, that's what my view is. Yes, sir, says, hi, Paul, thinking of getting into Phantom now at 260. You should be able to get a 3 or 4x as long as this bull market continues with Phantom. I see Phantom going to $8 to $10 by the end of this cycle. As long as the cycle continues, Phantom's going to do very well. So, yes, sir, Phantom is actually a good play. Wait for a dip. Haris Natiotis. Hello, Paul. What's up, man? Connie Leslie. Hello, Paul. What's up with a coin? With coin? Up with coin. Coin the coin? Are you talking? When you say coin, are you referring to which coin are you referring to? Is the coin called coin? Are you talking about the stock? What are you talking about exactly? Luca Giordano, Paul, can I ask you something? Yes. Yes, you can. Harry, I want to invest in Solana and Polkadot, but the price never dips. So Harry, you're a Bitcoin maximalist. Well, Polkadot and Solana, there are dips and there are dips. Look at Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dips, and let's say 3 or 4%, look at how much Solana and Polkadot dips. If you see, I guess you could wait for those dips, shallow dips, or you can wait for a massive dip. It's up to you. But if you want to buy Solana and Polkadot, and you don't understand trading, let me recommend you this. Dollar cost average in your position. Let me explain what that is. Let's say you want to invest $1,000 in Solana and $1,000 in Polkadot, which are both excellent plays, by the way. We've been talking about Polkadot and Solana forever on this channel. Now, what you should do, you should put maybe $200 today in Solana and $200, let's say, in Polkadot, okay? Now, next week, you put another $200. Then the week after that, another $200. And what that will do, prices go up and down like this. But that will take the average, the best possible average price to get into. So let's say, you buy $200 worth today, and there's a massive dump tomorrow. You buy another $200, and there's a massive going up massively. You buy another $200. It will average out, and if it keeps on going up, you would average up. So it's the safest play you can do. Now, another way to look at this is if you do it weekly. You can also do it daily. You can do it monthly. It doesn't really matter. Let's just go weekly for the most simple version. You put $200 a day, but before the week ends, there's a massive, massive dip. Put another $200 into it. You know, but dollar cost average the way so you can get the best average entry price over time, and that should give you the best, because usually no one times the tops and bottoms anyway. So you know, Harry, that's the best way to get into it. Connie Leslie, Phantom a goodbye. Yes, I think it is. Matthew says, Matthew Katmul, do you think Solana or QNT will go higher? I think Solana will reach about $1,000 by the end of this bull run, as long as the bull run continues. I think QNT will do very well. Personally, I would rather put in Solana. That does not mean QNT cannot make more profits than Solana. I just believe in Solana more. Probably because I studied it more. Sharif Demar says, bonjour, hello Sharif. What do you think about Kadena and Flux, huge projects? Look, when I was working with Coin Metro as a head of marketing, we were doing the deals with Kadena. It's a great coin, right? They don't really believe in marketing a lot, but it's a great coin, and I think they offer a lot. And we can see that reflected in the price. It's not my cup of tea. It just isn't. I like to stick to certain types of projects. I think it had a massive pump. I don't think that's healthy. I think it's going to go down again. And I'm not saying it's not going to go back up. I'm just saying when something pumps fast, it dumps fast. It might not. We don't know. But it's not really my cup of tea, Kadena or Flux. Now, that does not mean, again, there's not good projects. It does not mean you're not going to make money on it. That does not mean I'm against it. That does not mean I'm calling it a shitcoin. No. If you ask me, if somebody, I don't have a problem with it. It just can't be into a lot of projects at the same time, if that makes sense. But yeah, they are good. I've talked to the team. They're pretty cool. Kadena, they're a bit against marketing. I think Flux is a little bit, well, I haven't really looked into Flux, but I think those are two good buys and two projects. I would take profits into Bitcoin by the end of this year and then also in USDC, but I think they are good projects. Liddy, XRP thoughts long-term 2023. Nervous about the buyback in at 50 cents. BitBoy has pumped it, but gone quiet. January 2022 is a date for more info in the case. Okay, got you. I always said we need more clarity for XRP, and once there's more clarity, it'll do well. Listen, people are overhyping XRP. They just are. Even if they win the case, it's not going to do more than a 5 or 10x, guys. I don't think it's going to have enough time to, because the bull market's going to end in general. As for 2023 onwards, I think we'll be in a bear market, but even if we're not, and again, like, don't come back to me, oh, possibly it would be bear market. No, we'll see. Things change, right? But I think 2023 would be the time to be buying, not selling. So, because if my calculations are right, we do get into a bear market. Now, that said, I'm not saying we're getting in the bear market now. Don't start leaving and disliking the video, okay? Like, oh, fed. No. What I'm saying is that let's see what it's going to do by the end of this market cycle, and then we'll see what happens. Because I think we're going to end February, March, maybe April. I think this bull cycle is going to end. I think we're going to go into a bear market. This might change, but that's what I think so far. So, but even if we don't enter a bear market by then, we should have a massive dip. So that might be a chance to buy it as well. So let's see how it goes. But you're looking at 2023. I wouldn't be buying XRP right now, but then again, I have a bag, so I kind of feel safe. It's not my favorite coin. Chris Anderson says, once Sunday swap comes online, you're going to see a huge price jump. Well, yeah, pretty much. On Cardano, you mean, yeah? Yeah, that makes sense. Harriet says, ADA is a good price. Its price always steady. Yeah, it looks like a stable coin right now, doesn't it, Harry? I think it's a good time to get into ADA because people are getting bored of it and are not taking it seriously and are looking to flip it. When I was flipping it again into other tokens, we already had that pump. And now it's consolidated for a while. I think it might be time to start buying it. Not a lot, just a little bit. Stevie says, cycle end this year. I think I already mentioned this. I think by the end of this year, beginning quarter 2022. Sean says, hi, Paul. What do you think about Kadena? We just talked about that. Seems like a good project. Can it be another Solana? It has a great team and the Nixon's proof of work. Okay, I think it's a good token. Again, I don't think... It's hard for me to answer this question because I've kind of worked with them. It's a good token. It's a good project. I think it's overhyped right now. I'm not saying it's not a good time to. I'm not saying it's not good to get into it at some point. I just think it's overhyped right now. That's what I think. Mo Gaming is saying Safe Moon. Safe Moon. Okay. Harry says, do you have any thoughts on a coin called ad shares? I do not. Does it have to do with sharing ads and sharing like revenue and stuff like that? I have no thoughts. I don't know about it. Mo Gaming, thoughts on Safe Moon Sunday? That's my thoughts on anything Safe Moon. I hope new update about version 2. Rollercat says, yo. GWash, what year do you see Solana reaching Ethereum's current market cap, 500 billion? GWash, does it really matter? Like, we can't really predict that right now. That takes a whole lot of analysis. And any YouTuber that sits there and says, oh, yeah, I think it's going to... that's not like a 10-minute analysis. It takes a lot of analysis, so I can't answer that. But I do think Solana is going to do well. Angelo says, hello, Paul. What do you think about Saitama and XR Doge? They both sound like coins. I don't know what they are. I never heard of them. But they sound like shit coins. Escanor, hello Paul. Markets are very confusing now. Are we bearish or need time? I think we're still bullish. We're holding our grounds. I think we're doing very well actually. We're trading in a range. Let's see how it plays out. Harry, I've got money to invest, but I was waiting for the market to correct, but the market has been bullish, and I'm worried the bull will end soon. Yeah, we talked about this on my last live stream as well, and I made a short video about it too. It won't end tomorrow, I don't think so. But by the end of this year, beginning of next year, it should be the end, or could be the end. Does not mean you cannot 5 or 10x until then, yeah? How long do bull markets typically last? How long do bear market? A few years, but there's a theory that cycles expand. So like the Bitcoin bull market is going to be longer this year and there's going to be a shorter bear market. There's different theories about that, but I don't see any conclusive evidence. Why dump is happening in parts, even its little dumps? Don't understand the question, but people dump their coins, people take profits. The people that have been in early made a lot more money. They see top or potential top, and they take profits to be sure. And it makes sense. And because when they invested, they got a lot more tokens back, they might be selling just half of them. But because the profits are so high, it takes a bigger toll on the market. So if I invested $1,000 in something a year ago, the people are investing $1,000 now. The people, the amount of tokens they got last year could be, I don't know, 1,000 tokens. While this year it could be like 100 tokens. Well, if I sell 500 of them, it puts selling pressure, right? It makes the market go down because they're taking money, they're selling it, and as they're selling, they have to go lower and lower to get those bids in. The market drops lower. Then there's leverage trading. There's a lot of things. Harry ML, hey Paul, I dare you to say something complimentary about SafeMoon. Let me think. I think they have a really cute logo, which is this. Klima DAO and Olympus DAO opinions. I don't have an opinion. I don't know those. Buy mana 10x for sure. What? Oh, buy mana. Okay, you're just saying okay. Mana should be good. Escort, do you think 4-year cycles trend are here to stay or will be a thing of the past? Look, I think they're here to stay, but I think they'll change every few years. So you might get a 5 year, 4.5 year, or 3 year, 3.5 year, just because it's never exact. But I typically go by the 4 year thing and just see how it goes. But you have to understand that a lot of investors that got in 2, 3 years ago are not waiting for the exact market top. They can sell right now and make a shitload of money. So they can sell in a month and make a shitload of money. So as long as new people are coming in, that's good. As long as retail is coming in, that's good. It's actually a bad sign that they're getting into shitcoins, by the way. But at some point, the old investors, they're going to sell and take their profits. They're like, fuck it, I made enough. I made a few million, or billion in some cases. Why should I hold on for a chump change? As soon as they see that it's getting to the top, even if it can double from here or triple, well, not from here, but from when it comes, they don't care. They've already made their money. Does that make sense? Escanor says, sorry for many questions, but have to ask why DOT and Solana has not pumped. You are very impatient, dude. Okay, first of all, I got your answer right here. Despite DOT auctions and Solana conference like Phantom Conference, because don't go by news. Stop buying and selling because of news events. Sometimes people sell the news, sometimes people don't. Don't look at the news. News is crap. 80% of price action is based on psychology, which is technical analysis. Technical analysis measures psychology. So there's a famous saying that says, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. If you're waiting for news to make your decisions and expectations, you're doing what everyone else is doing, what most people are doing, you're part of the herd, right? And you'll never be in front of the herd. The reason we use technical analysis is not to read charts, it's mostly probabilities, but it's to get before the herd. So when I see little pumps in the charts and and stuff like that, I might see certain levels hold and so on, I can predict it going up without seeing the news. Does that make sense? So you have to, it's also TA, not just news. All these conferences and stuff, you don't know what's going to happen. Well, if the conference might not play out as expected, or they could announce less, or maybe people bought it so they can just sell it. News is bullshit. It's what most people do. Sure, so you can trade the news, but it's not that good, if that makes sense. What does make sense is if you look at TA, technical analysis, look at macros, look at fundamentals, and look at the news. All right? But if you had to choose one, it would be technical analysis. J Domino, is it possible to turn 60,000 to 1 million, a 12x? Sure, yes, it is possible. Why not? Hi Paul, what is your, if the market continues, it's possible depending on what coins you get into, but also understand that it's also to turn 60,000 to 1,000 this bull market if it doesn't continue, yeah? Hi Paul, what is your gut feeling for the altcoin peak time? As soon as Bitcoin is a blow off top, around 100,000, maybe 140, but I'm looking at 100 for now, I think altcoins are going to run for a couple of weeks more. But then Bitcoin will be going down, and I think that's when the top's going to be. So my altcoins, what altcoins are going to do is based on Bitcoin. So it's not gut feeling wise. I think when Bitcoin hits 100K, there's going to be like two or three more weeks of rallying, and then that's it. That's it. There's going to either be a bear market or a huge, massive drop for a while. That's my expectation. Can I buy Neocoin? Positivity Empowerment says, nice name. Says, can I buy Neocoin expecting a target of 400 to 500 USDT? What's Neo priced at right now? Knowing that Neo is a Chinese sort of play, you could go. Let me have a look. It could, but I would be taking profits at 200 to 300, man. If it goes there, if it moves up there, not my favorite. I wouldn't be getting into Neo, but if I did get into it, I'd be taking some profits at 2 and 300, and then letting the rest run and see if it gets to 500, if that makes sense. Torsten says, I'm interested in your opinion on DeFi chain. What do you think about organizations like Cake DeFi? Is it worth investing, lending, and staking? Look, I've done staking. I've done staking in DeFi. Not sure if you mean DeFi chain, which chain you're talking, if it's a specific chain, but DeFi in general, I've played around with it, both on Binance, both on Ethereum chain and other chains, Solana, and so on. I think that staking's worth it, especially if you can stake from your wallet, like Exodus wallet. You can stake ADA and so on, Solana. You can even have open staking from there. I do not like putting my coins or anything into places or companies or decentralized projects that I don't really know and have no proof of concept, either because they might be scams or they might get hacked and so on, right? The more decentralized something else is, the easier it is to hack, by the way. And the more centralized it is, it's easier to steal your money. So I don't like putting my, but I do staking on major projects and a few small ones as well. I think it's cool as long as you know what you're doing. It's okay. It's okay. You can make a lot of money from it. But I like making most of my money trading or investing. But I do play around with it. Hey brother, Charles Rogue. Hey brother, love your channel. Thank you, man. Your thoughts on DAG, D-A-G, Constellation. I don't know what DAG is. I haven't really looked into it, man, so I can't really answer. I already answered positivity empowerment. Where was I? I just lost where I was. Damn it. Oh, there I am. Travala AVA. Yes, I've heard of Travala AVA. What's your opinion on it? Well, I think you can make money from it as some. I know that the creator or owner of that token used to be in timeshare. Well, I think I do anyway, if it's the same project I'm talking about. I think you can make money from it. I think it's pretty big. Actually, I was a co-founder, not a founder. But anyway, no, I think it's a good project. Would I bet the farm on it? No. Do I think it can do things? Yes. Do I think it can go up in price? Yes. Do I think it can have a good use case, or does it have a good use case? Yes. Escanor, a question you don't like to answer, but I'm still trying to I exited from most of my positions and now have $1,000 profit, new portfolio, only alts, have Bitcoin. I don't understand what you're asking though. Oh, I'm going down, okay. Vito, I don't know your answer about the Kylie Rittenhouse and the NFTs. Not sure. Let's go. Once I hold the portfolio, it will be okay if it not pump. Look, if you have a portfolio and you enter a bear market, I wouldn't want to be holding anything except Bitcoin and Ethereum. And debatably, Solana, Polkadot, and maybe a couple more projects, right? But in general, I would be wanting to hold only Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, do not make your portfolio into Bitcoin and Ethereum only right now. I think there's a lot of profits to be made in altcoins in general. But you don't want to be left with bags. Now, if you do enter a bear market with bags, then you want to be holding solid projects that have potential to bounce back after. But just know it's going to be a long time. If I had 30,000, says Rio Green, and you wanted to 10x, where would you put your money? You know, the risk, the more you, right now, considering all risks, I would again put most of it in Ethereum, Polkadot, and then maybe AVAX, but also into I would put a lot of it into Polkadot ecosystem coins, AVAX ecosystem coins, and a lot of gaming tokens. That's where I would go. And I would quickly take those profits into Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So I would still hold Bitcoin and Ethereum, but less of it. But I would get into all the other projects and quickly take profits into those, so just to protect myself, if that makes sense. Because if you have 30,000, I think you took 30,000. Okay, 30,000 is all your money, or 30,000 you can spare, or 30,000 you don't care about losing. It all depends, right? So it's hard to answer that question because I don't want to get people in trouble, and it's always individual. And that's why you're seeing me tighten up a little bit, because 30,000 for you might not be the same for someone else. Maybe you're 54 years old. There's a bigger risk factor that someone who's 25 that can make that money again, depending on which country you stay. This is why people say you need to be a financial advisor, not because the law protects me. This is not. See, when I say I'm not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice. It's not so that the law can protect me. The law can't do shit to me because I'm not in America, right? But it's for people to understand that if you're not a financial advisor, you don't know all the assets, you don't know the risk factors, you don't know what this guy has, so you can't really make suggestions based on that. Does that make sense? I hope I'm articulating that properly. Essex Aesthetics. Do you think Thorchain Rune has a lot of room to grow? I think it can grow a lot, yes. I think it can grow a lot. Thoughts on Ardana? No thoughts. You didn't read my SafeMoon question, didn't I? I'm sure I did. How do you think XLM will perform by the end of the cycle? XLM should do okay. Not one of my favorite plays. We've been answering this before. XLM, unless some major news comes out, which potentially it might through banks later on, will pretty much follow XRP, right? But understand that I still don't think this is its time to shine. I still think these news events will come out in the future, and I don't know if it's going to be in time, right, to get massive profits. Harry says, do you think crypto YouTubers have a duty to remind people not to invest more than they can afford to lose and have a strategy to be patient? Yes and no. And I'll tell you why. I think that saying to someone, do not invest more than you can lose is a stupid advice. And I'll tell you why. Because of context, Harry. See, I'm not willing to lose $500, and this is most people, not me. Obviously I am, but most people are not willing to put $500, right, into crypto, but they're willing to buy a PlayStation. Okay? Or they don't want to invest I don't know, $50 into crypto, but they don't have a problem, going out and having a coffee and some food, which will make them fat. So most people, when they say more than they can lose, they take it to an extreme, and they take it differently. But at the same time, there are a lot of people that do invest more than they can lose, but it's all their money. So it's very extreme. So telling people not to invest more than they can lose is actually bad advice. I think explaining this to them, though, is better advice. Does that make sense? So if you are spending $500 a month on going out and eating shit, then yes, spend more than you can lose. Put that $500 in and another $100 from your salary. But if you do not even make $500, then maybe you should, calculate how much you need to live and to be responsible to you and your others around you, and then decide how old you are and what kind of risk you can take. Because at the same time, if crypto might be the only way to make extra money for you, right? It's a very weird answer, very, very delicate, if you will, if that makes sense. But you do need to remind people that it can go to 0 and go to 1 or whatever, and you could lose all your money. I think that's a good thing. Sharif Demars, thanks for your answer. What is your height in meters? 188. 188, 187.8 or some shit like that. I already answered the Neocoin. You don't repeat your questions. I'm trying to get to them. There are a lot in the chat. And when you repeat your questions, I'm going to get to them anyway. But if you keep on repeating, I lose other people's questions, right? SafeMoon is next week on AIBC Summit. So, I don't like SafeMoon. I don't like SafeMoon for a few reasons. I don't know if they're doing a new blockchain now. The code can change, and maybe I'll change my mind when I see it. But as it is, I don't like it. For all the reasons I explained in other videos. Is Luna a good buy now with the tokenomics of it being deflationary? Luna is a good buy in general. I don't know if it's a good buy right now because I'm not seeing the price in front of me and I haven't looked at it for a while. I do own Luna. I do think it's a good project to invest into. Wait for a dip. And let's see how it goes. Okay, SafeMoon is nominated in 5 categories on SafeMoon Summit. CEO of SafeMoon is invited as a speaker to the summit. So let me get this straight. SafeMoon is holding a summit, which they're saying SafeMoon is nominated in 5 categories and the CEO is invited to it. Okay, so if it's a SafeMoon Summit, then that makes total sense. Now, if it's not a SafeMoon Summit and it's another summit, because I run summits or I ran some or I've been to summits and I'm always planning to do my own, don't think it's too hard to get that. Like, pay me, I'll put you at the top of my summit, dude, right? Or you know, pay for the summit and you know, do it on the side. Now, I'm not saying that SafeMoon did this. I'm just saying, again, you're trading by news. You're going by news. Forget the price of SafeMoon real quick. Forget about SafeMoon real quick. Forget the. I think the CEO is a smart guy, by the way. But forget SafeMoon a second. The tokenomics and all that I don't like. Forget about that. Do understand that I'm not news driven for things like this. Okay? I don't know, I think you get the drift. I think with my answer before you get it. But if it's a SafeMoon Summit and it's nominated, that's just bullshit. If it's another summit, okay, they could have paid for it or whatever. But even if it's not a bad thing to pay, everyone pays. But don't be fooled. Look at technical analysis. Don't be fooled. Don't be news driven. That's my point. And fundamental analysis. Look, tokenomics. The tokenomics suck. They just do. Morning, good to hear from you. And anybody, good morning, Meg. And anyone says that otherwise doesn't understand it. I get a lot of comments all the time. Oh, look, you don't understand the cryptonomics, the tokenomics. No, you do not understand it. Because if you did, you would understand that it's total crap. You know, unless they... I don't want to talk about it anymore. Hi, Paul. Some are saying it's going to be a retweet like 2017. How can it be possible having already nearly 3 trillion market cap? Can it possibly go up? Yes, it can. Yes, it can, because we were saying that it could never be possible to go up to 1 trillion. I think that was the 2017 top, 1 trillion market cap or somewhere around there. Now it's 3 trillion, 5 to 10 trillion, why not? Escanor, I was talking about dumps or pullback on rumors or news like Evergrande, missed payment and stuff. Yeah, exactly, there you go. You're looking at news. Look at technicals. Solana price prediction this year. If the bull market continues, $1,000 or close to it, 700 to 1,000. Is it like a good buy? It's a good project. You might want to have a small bag of it. I don't have any. I think other projects will do better, but it's doing good. It seems like they're doing well fundamentally. Technically, I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Thoughts on Hex? I had my first stake out and today 820,000 Hex. I relocated up for 2. And didn't sell. I think it will go much higher. I think it will go much higher, but I would have sold. For the simple reason, I'm under the opinion that anything, you should always take profits. Take profits, take profits, take profits. Me personally, I would have reinvested 1/3. If it goes up a lot higher, I would have made a lot of money anyway. Why risk it? It wouldn't be worth the risk for me. Now that's just me. You might be different, but me personally, I don't know what else you have. But 820,000? $820,000, if that's dollars, I would have took at least $400,000 or $500,000 of that. The rest I would have reinvested if I wanted to, but or would have reinvested in a way so that I could be profitable even if it goes down. Like I would have maybe half in Bitcoin, half in Hex or something like that. But I would have took profits. Definitely took profits. But good luck. I am staking Hex myself. People smash the like. People smash the like. Yes, I have 45 people watching. I have 24 likes. And I bet you a lot of people that were watching this before didn't even like it and left when I said safe when is shit. So hit the like button to support this channel. Go ahead. And if you like what you're watching, if you get value of what we're talking about, consider subscribing down below and hitting the bell notification button so that you can get updated for new videos. Hi, what do you think about Polkadot? I think it has a lot of potential. I love Polkadot. I think a lot of Polkadot ecosystem tokens can do very well. XRP Paul Winbrother. We already talked about that, Daryl. I hold some. It's not my favorite play. It wasn't my favorite play. I've been warning everybody about it. No one really listened to me. Now it might go up. We're at the end of the year. Might make sense now. But yeah. Mig, no one is shouting out AVAX being a great call out from your channel. Listen, Mig, we did a lot of good call outs on this channel that nobody else was talking about at all. We were talking about Solana when no one was talking about Solana. And we were talking about AVAX and Polkadot as well. We're one of the few. No one really talks about this channel in general. We're still a small channel, even though we have over 20,000 subscribers. We're still a small channel. And to be quite honest, I have caught bigger channels. I'm not going to name them. I'm just not like that. Taking videos that I did and talking about what I talked about right after they contradicted themselves and talking about something else and worded things like I worded them. I'm not going to mention these channels. It's okay. There's nothing but love here. But it would be nice if you did a shout out now and then to the smaller channels, because we're talking about these channels are over 100, 200,000 subscribers. They could have done a shout out. That's okay. Me personally, when I see something on another channel, I like giving props. I gave props to Crypto Banter. I give props to BitBoy Crypto. I give props to a lot of places that I've heard something. Even smaller channels. Marcin Mika's channel. I brought him on live on his channel when he had 1,000 subscribers. I go on his channel all the time. I like doing that. A lot of people don't like doing that. They like taking information and pretending that it's their own. That's okay. I don't think there's no shame getting information from someone else and learning from someone else. Most people do. They want to be the expert, the huge expert. That's fine. That's fine. That's their thing. EOS and VeChain a good buy. I think it could be a good buy, especially EOS. VeChain, again, I was telling people from the beginning that the other coins are going to outperform it. It's not their time. This might change, but it wasn't their time up to now. I think they'll do it better in the future. Do you think gaming and metaverse tokens will be defensive or counter-cycle to Bitcoin correction? I don't think they're... Eric, that's a good question. No. Gaming tokens are still tokens that are in cryptocurrency and follow cryptocurrency market. And when there's FUD, when there's fear, when there's doubt, when there's a bear market, it's going to go down with them. Now, they might recover faster, they might go down slower, or they might do little pumps whenever there's news and stuff like that, or they might lead the next bull market and take and reverse the bear market. But again, I wouldn't look at it as a hedge to Bitcoin. I think a good hedge to Bitcoin would be the US dollar. My dog is sitting right next to the door, like this, and one of his ears are inside out, and he's waiting for me to open the door. Excuse me. Have you met my dog? Have you guys met my dog? Who has met Diaz yet? Has anyone met Diaz? Ella. He wants to get out now. Wait, let me show him to you. Sickle. Let me introduce you to Diaz, my pitbull. My game. He's just hopping. This is Diaz right here. So my game, our game, the BitBulls, bitbulls.io, that I showed you earlier on, is all based, this is where my idea came from. You just licked my eye. This is where my idea came from. This is my American Amstaff, my little BitBull. He's bullish, and he likes Bitcoin, so it's called a BitBull. He's gonna kill me. Okay. Anyway, like the video if you like DS. Escanor says, will crypto price progress like this future example program tweeted the other day showing... I don't know. I haven't seen the tweet for crypto banter, so I'm not sure. Let me open the door for my dog real quick. Sorry. Dax, okay. He's running around now. Yeah, Dax. Look, it's right there. Look. Tiene, eh? He probably wants to play or go for a walk. I don't know about Crypto Banter's tweet right now. Daniel Dos Santos Comedy. What do you think about regulating crypto? I think it's going to do a lot of good, a lot of bad, but ultimately a lot of good. More investors, more hedge funds, more bigger players will get into it, which means it will take the price a lot higher. So yeah, at least we'll legitimize it. It might be bad for a few things as well, but it is what you have to take the goods with the bads. What do you think about regulating crypto? Just answer that. I sold all my Litecoin a few days ago after holding it for about 6 months. Do you think I did the right thing? I think you did. It might go up, but it's not going to go up as much as other tokens will. I don't own any Litecoin on principle. I didn't like what Charlie Lee did in 2017, 2018. Dog has partnered with the U.S. Air Force and other major partners. Cool. What do you think about Poker Coin in the future? Poker Coin? I never heard of it. Sounds like something on Polkadot. If poker with poker, that sounds interesting actually. I haven't looked into it, but that sounds like an interesting concept. I wish they reached out to me. I'll do a review. If Pulse Chain came out this bull run, should I sell it near the bull run end or hold it for the next bull run? Very good question. With Pulse Chain, I don't know because something new, something unique, so I do not know what I would do. I would probably sell half and keep half. Hi, Paul. What's your thoughts on crypto trading for beginners to the market? I think there's a lot to learn on trading. So, look, the best is to buy and sell the swings, just like buy your cryptocurrency, decide where you're going to sell and do that. You're not going to learn how to trade and do technical analysis in a couple of weeks. It takes a lot of years to do. It takes 2 years just to understand technical analysis and use it properly and have experience with it. And that might sound like a long time, but it really isn't. When you take into account to become a lawyer, it takes 8 years, doctor 6 years, technical analysis 2 years, and you can make more money than both of them in any market, whether it's crypto, whether it's Forex or even stocks. I think it's a good time. I think it's good. As a matter of fact, if a lot of people ask me if I had $500, where would I invest it? I would invest in learning technical analysis, in a reputable place, a reputable site. Paul, do you still think XRP $4 to $7 end of the year? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, as long as the bull market continues and we can possibly get some news from it or a catalyst for it. What do you think of Wissam Gusseini? What do you think of Ethereum? Do you think the price will impact the price before the crash of bear market? I think Ethereum's, I'll tell you what I do think about Ethereum. I think Ethereum's going to have a massive growth in front of it, so about 10 to 14K. I'll be selling at 7 to 10K, by the way. At least some of it, and taking profits after that. So I think, but I'm looking at a 10K Ethereum. It can possibly go higher depending on the bull market, how much it continues and how much force is behind it. Do you think the merge will impact the price before crash? And I don't understand the question though with the merge thing. What is your average price prediction for VeChain? I don't have a price prediction for VeChain. I'm really sorry. And what do you think it's going to do in this bull? I think it's going to go up. But I don't have a price prediction for VeChain. I think it's a good coin. I think it's a solid project. I think it's going to do well. I think it's before its time right now, but I don't have a price prediction. 2020 draw. My price prediction was $4 to $7 XRP by the end of this bull market. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that price range. The Born Assault. I am going to hold Bitcoin Ethereum for long term. Can I hold Solana, ADA, DOT, Mana, and BNB for 5 years and get massive profits? Maybe. I think there are good coins to hold. They're not bad. I just wouldn't hold them through the bear market. I wouldn't. But they are better than others. You know, they're not that bad to hold, as in they will recover at some point if we have when we have another market, bull market. LSS price prediction, please. I do not have one. I don't know what LSS is. Very good explanation. Very good job. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You are the best. Thank you. I appreciate Karis. How can people know when the bull market is going to end so they take profit at the right time? Very good question. Usually what happens, Bitcoin goes up and then has a blow off top and then altcoins will run for another 2 weeks. That is one way to one factor. Then you have TA. When it goes crazy and just keeps on going up, at some point everyone's going to be so bullish. And everyone's going to be like, oh my God, this is the best thing. This will never go down. This will never go down. It is different this time. As soon as you hear it's different this time, it will never go down. And people call you, and people from the kiosk, and people from the market, everyone's asking you about it, right? Everyone's suddenly a trader. Everyone's suddenly making huge amounts of money. That's going to be the end. When everyone's really positive, my dog is going crazy. He's going to want to go for a walk pretty soon. XRP price prediction, already said that. Hi from Hugh. Well, by the way, Harry, there's other things that are also going to be involved. It's just so many things and so much analysis involved. But subscribe down below and hit the notification button because I will talk about it. I will make a short video about it when the time comes. XRP, okay, we did that. Hi from Houston. Thank you, man. Hi from Houston. Cool. BB, hey, man. Cool. What's up, BB? Gibran Khan from Houston too. If the market crashes and you're holding stable coins, will it take months or years for them to regain their value? Stable coins, Harry, will remain stable. At least that's what we're hoping. That's why they're stable coins. They don't go up or down, right? Usually, they've kept their value. So it's like holding US dollars, right? But again, very good question. You never know what happens, right? But stable coins are stable, or in nature should be stable. What's your Solana and Mana price prediction for the end of year? My Solana prediction is about $700 to $1,000 or $800 to $1,000. I don't have one for Mana because I'm going to hold that and see what happens and where it goes. What do you think about DOT and price prediction? I think DOT is a very good project, one of my favorite ones. I don't have a price prediction on it for the simple reason I just think I'm just letting it run. I think it's going to go much higher. What's a good buy now if I'm trying to add more money to invest in my portfolio? I don't know what the rest of your portfolio looks like, but DOT, Polkadot, and Polkadot ecosystem coins and gaming tokens. We've talked about them before. I need to get into the woods. Your channel rocks. Have an awesome Sunday. Thank you, Vito. Really appreciate it, man. I got 18 Solana at $236. Should I take small profit and reinvest? If you want to reinvest to another one, you can take profits into other tokens, but I don't think it's time to take profits right now. But if you want to diversify, by all means, there's no problem in doing that, right? You might want to reinvest 3 Solana or 5 Solana or 8 Solana and reinvest in, I don't know, Ethereum, Polkadot, and gaming tokens, for example. How do you make decisions for a buy? How to analyze? Oh, that's a very good question. Excellent question. But I don't have time to answer right now. My dog's going crazy. I'm going to have to take him for a walk. He's actually lying down and barking because he wants to go for a walk. Because he probably wants to pee so bad. When you say, but I will make a video. If you can remind me somewhere in a car, or in the next live stream, we can get into it. Or maybe if I remember later on, if you comment down below this video, maybe we can do that. When you say other projects, do you better? What are they? Well, it depends, man. That's not an answer I can give right now. I think I already said some before. All right, guys. So I'm gonna have to take my dog. I just got a super chat. What do you think of Chilis? First of all, Sahin Moini, thank you very much. I really appreciate your super chat. I don't have much of an opinion on Chilis. Not that it's not a bad token, but I haven't really started it. But because it has to do with gaming and NFTs, I think it's going to do very well. So I don't have a bad opinion about it, if that makes sense. Let me go back to this one. Jiprain Khan, when you say other projects, what are they? Oh, I already said that, man. Polkadot gaming tokens and Ethereum. By what percentage do you anticipate Bitcoin will drop when the market crashes? 60 to 80%. And how many months do you anticipate it will take to reach its current price again? A year to 2 years. Is there a coin that can always change, subject to change? That's what I see right now. Is there a coin you can recommend for this bull run? Ethereum, Polkadot, gaming tokens, AVAX. What about Delta Exchange? What's your opinion? I don't have an opinion right now, but I have been contacted and might do a sponsored video. And if I do, I'll make sure I tell you my opinion. Unbiased. Well, not unbiased because I'll be getting paid, but I will give my honest review. It's part of my conditions to do a review, or sponsored one, is tell things like they are. For those of you that watch this channel, you know what that means. DeFi is expensive for many tokens not listed on exchanges. How do we buy? Any suggestions for good time? For tokens that are not on exchanges, you can go to the decentralized exchanges, DEXs. That would be Uniswap. And then if you're saying they're expensive because of the DeFi, because you're talking about the gas fees on Ethereum, but you can always get into other DeFi on other blockchains like Cardano, like Polkadot, and so on. And to do that, you just search for decentralized DeFi tokens under those blockchains, and the fees are minimal, right? So check out Polkadot, check out Solana, check out the ecosystem. Look for the Uniswap of Solana, the Uniswap of Cardano, the Uniswap of... Does that make sense? Tricky Bay JJ. Everything you mentioned makes money, Paul. You are the best. Glad to see you. Thank you, man. You're very welcome. What's your price prediction for Vicharin? We already told you this. Paul, do you like boxing? I used to box. Wait, guessing from your video on BitBoy and Pump argument, you are ready to ref their boxing. Give me a second. Let me show you something. Check this out. So if anybody ever challenges me, I'm ready, man. See, check this out. Yeah? My dog is like getting up. He's like, stop. He's like, fight me, motherfucker. So there you go. Stop. He's trained, so like I don't want him to attack me. Well, he won't attack me, but you know what I mean. But yes, I like boxing. I used to kickbox for a while and box. Do you suggest selling Cardano for Sol now? Maybe half of what I own? That's a really bad, that's a very tough question to answer. If you have only Cardano, then yes, you can take some of it into Solana and vice versa. But if you're trying to do it as a play just because Solana's going up, for example, I'm not looking at the price right now, maybe it's going up, then no. Guys, Hex is going to run this in the next 7 days. Are you invested? Well, I'm invested. I'm also staking. But, yeah, stop. Should I get a crypto loan and margin trade with it? No. I am against margin trading, especially if you're new. Sorry, baby. I just punched you in the nose by accident. Sorry, I said sorry. All right, sorry. I don't think you should take a loan and leverage. You can, if you want to take a loan and buy crypto, that's one thing. It's risky enough. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. What do you think, HBAR? I think it's excellent. Header Hashgraph is excellent. I think it's a hidden gem. We talked about that before. Leah, stop. I'm working, man. Come on. Stamata. HBAR is a good crypto. What is your price prediction for Harmony? I don't have a price prediction on these coins. I think they're okay, but I don't have a price prediction. Drink lemon water to help you balance your pH, and that will help you recover faster. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. I drink 4 liters of water a day, maybe more, but not lemon water. Chainlink for long term. Oh, that's another one. I think Chainlink. Yeah, Chainlink's going to do very. It's the blue chip DeFi oracle of Ethereum. I think Chainlink is a must, and it's a very good play. I keep on forgetting about it, about mentioning it, not forgetting about it. We've been talking about it. I have Chainlink, but I'm just saying. One of my best plays, actually. Luna Terra available. I think Luna is good. Luna price prediction. I don't do price prediction on Luna. I think it's a good coin. I think it's going to go up. Price prediction. CKB, I don't know what that is. Thoughts on Pulse Chain? Man, come on, I did a whole video with Richard Hart on Pulse Chain. I did a review on Pulse Chain. We've talked about it. It's a long story. It's very unique, very new. We don't know. I think it's going to do well. What do you think about Chile's? Already answered. I think it's pretty cool. Are you transaction fees on Ethereum cheaper now? I haven't looked. I haven't really traded the last week. Everyone smash the like button. I agree. Everyone smash it. Thanks for the AMA and your valuable answers. I like your channel very hard. Thank you, Torsten. And give Diaz a big bone. I have, man. His bone's right here. Where is it? He was right here a second ago. Look at that. There you go. That's his bone. And this is actually small. He can really chow down some big ones. What do you think about ADA? Well, the answer to that, I think it's a good coin. I think it's going to burst out and go very well when people least expecting it. What are the best gaming tokens to invest in, Paul? Great channel. Go to my channel and look for the gaming token suggestions I give so we can save some time. Go and check out my channel. I did a whole video on gaming tokens. What do you think? Where do you find gaming tokens? Again, go to that video. I've done a few videos. Go to my channel, go to videos, and you can either search or you can scroll down and look at the titles. GMR, we already took, come on, Zemica, we took GMR profits at 10x and said that's it. We said we're going to write it up and get out and take profits, and that's what we did. I think that's it. Munch token I never heard of. Excellent suggestion on Cardano alternative Uniswap. Okay, why you hate SafeMoon so much? I don't hate SafeMoon, I just don't like the tokenomics, I don't like black hat marketing, and I think a lot of people are getting into it for the wrong reasons because they're led to think different things, not by the CEO, but by the community themselves. You won't have to pee as much when you drink lemon water, and cancer cells cannot live in a non-acidic or anything. Okay, cool, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I might try that, actually. Especially the no pee, because I pee all the time. It drives me nuts. I really hope you're doing well health-wise. I am, man. I wish I had a way to communicate with you and share my 30 years of knowledge for health and wellness. Well, you can communicate with me, but I do have... Okay, you can email me, dude. You can email me. Just don't be too pushy about things, because there's certain things I cannot accept. For example, I can't take a lot of... Anyway, we'll sorry, pop-up. There's a pop-up. Okay, there, it's gone. Not a pop-up as in spam. A pop-up as in Windows just decided to like throw that little bar thing up. Love from India, Paul. Love to you too, man. My portfolio. Thoughts on HBAR. I think HBAR is a great token. The hetero hash graph will do very well. It might be a slow mover, but I think it's going to do well. My portfolio total of $8,000, half invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and half is invested in Solana, Mana, and I think it's a good portfolio. It's a safe portfolio. I think it's good. I think you can start taking profits by the end of this year, beginning next year, into Bitcoin and into USDC, or if you want to hold it, I think it's a good portfolio, but do understand that Bitcoin will go 60 to 80% down in the bear market, maybe 85%, and everything else will go down 90 to 95%, maybe more, maybe 99%. So be careful, but it's a good portfolio nevertheless. Like, it's a worthy portfolio. It's a basic, nice... I think we've recommended a portfolio like this, or kind of like this, on my channel. Doge is a gamble shot, of course. I suggest growing your own green leafy... Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that, man. I don't have time for that. I understand it's good. I used to have more time. I used to be healthier. And you're going to say to me, find the time, right? You're going to say, find the time because it's important because you have cancer and all that, but it's just not going to happen, man. But yeah, thank you very much. I love all of you. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss me stuttering and spitting my words. Subscribe down below and hit the notification button. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye. Now, if I can just find the end button on here.